Today, we're going to take a look at how to enter eligibility into CareManager. The term eligibility is a touch misleading, as it's not really eligibility as we think about it in terms of chronic conditions or qualifying conditions or diagnoses for the program. It really just means the member's insurance eligibility. So if they have a Medicaid managed care program monitoring their Medicaid, we would enter that into CareManager, or if they have just straight Medicaid through New York State, we can enter that as well. As you know, the MCOs, the managed care organizations, are our partners on these cases. So we want to make sure that we are keeping their information up to date in CareManager so that we can get consent for them and communicate and coordinate on care. So in CareManager, one of the questions I get a lot is about this big red warning up here. People see this and think, oh my gosh, my person's not eligible. I can't enroll them. What does this mean? It's a big red scary warning. And really all it means is that you have not yet entered in anything in the eligibility tab. So I'm going to navigate right to the eligibility tab here. Click my plus eligibility to pull up the health plans. And here's where I'm going to enter in the insurance information. There's nothing you really need to enter on the top here. Most of our folks don't have Medicare. If they do, you can put it in here, but you don't have to. We don't really look at it. It's really most important is selecting the correct MCO. So let's say maybe this member has Fidelis. So I will pick Fidelis for now. Once I pick that, a little bit of information pre-populates regarding Fidelis that's entered into the back end. The priority is going to be primary. You never need to enter secondary or tertiary information, insurance information. Just the primary is sufficient. The start date, again, you don't need to, try and comb over records to figure out when they started with Fidelis. Your best guess is good enough. And then on the other side, relationship to client. For us, it's almost always self. Once I pick self, the member's information will populate here, and you'll be all set. In the UAT, for whatever reason, these fields are required. They are not in the live environment, so I'm just going to put something in for now. Once I enter all that, I just hit save and close. And now I have down here that the member has Fidelis. My big red scary warning has gone away, and I'm good to go. That said, sometimes people change managed care organizations, and this will need to be updated. So let's say that my member no longer has Fidelis as her managed care organization. I'm going to open up the Fidelis that I entered, click edit in the top corner here, and then I'm just going to change the active to no, and then it's going to ask me to put in the end date. Once I've done that, I then want to enter in the next one, right? Because I don't want that big red scary warning to come back because I don't have an active health plan. So I can just add the next one right here. Let's say she became a dual and no longer has Medicaid managed care. She just has straight through New York State. So I'm going to note that as well. Put this as her primary. My start date is my best guess here. Again, relationship to self or relationship to client is self. I'm going to enter information in here just so I can save it. And I save and close. Now I see I have the history here. So I see that she was with Fidelis for just a few days in June and then transferred over to straight Medicaid through New York State shortly thereafter and no longer has a Medicaid managed care organization. And that is all that goes into entering eligibility.